Have you ever really stopped to think about what words are made of? I don't mean letters. I mean the actual tiny, meaningful pieces that we snap together every single day. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this secret architecture of language, and it all starts with one simple question.
So take a look at these three words: talks, talker, talked. Now they're obviously a little different, and they all mean slightly different things, but there's a common thread, right? A stable core that they all share. You see it, don't you? That shared piece is the key to, well, everything we're about to get into.
So let's start by giving that key piece a name. It's a specific term in linguistics, and trust me, once you know it, you are going to start seeing it absolutely everywhere. And here it is. That fundamental building block is called a morpheme. Now, the official definition is a minimal unit of meaning or grammatical function. So what does that really mean? It means it's the smallest piece you can break a word into that still carries some kind of information, whether that's a core idea or just a rule of grammar. Yeah, so that definition kind of splits into two big jobs. A morpheme can either carry actual concrete meaning, like the idea of tour or a person who does something, or it can serve a purely grammatical function. Things like telling us if something happened in the past or if there's more than one of an item. Both jobs are totally crucial. Okay, enough theory. Let's put this into practice. We're going to go right back to our original example to see how one core piece can get dressed up in all these different ways to make new forms of a word. Here it is, our stable center, the word talk. This is a morpheme that carries a clear meaning. It's the root, the unchanging heart of this little word family we're building. First up, let's snap on a new piece, the morpheme S, which gives us the word talks. This little S can't really exist by itself. It has to be attached to something. And its whole job here is purely grammatical. But what if we use a different piece? Let's add to create talker. See, this piece has its own bit of meaning. It tells us it's a person who does the action. Now let's swap that out for ed, giving us talked. Just like the S, this ed piece is all about handling grammar. It doesn't really change the word's core meaning, it just adjusts it for the past tense. And finally, adding ing creates talking, another change that just tells us the action is happening right now. Are you seeing the pattern here? We have one core root, talk, and all these different little pieces called affixes that attach to it and modify it. And this is a really important point. Some of these pieces, like the S to show there's more than one, or the ed for past tense, their entire job is to handle the rules of the language. They aren't about creating brand new meanings. They're all about function. Okay, talk was a pretty straightforward example, but this whole system works for much more complex words too. So let's try to deconstruct some bigger words into their component parts. Let's take the word renewed. This isn't just one block. It's actually three distinct morphemes working together. You've got which means again. You have the root, new, and you have ed, which we now know marks the past tense. So renewed literally means something was made new again in the past. It's all right there. And the word tourists is just a perfect example of how these all mix together. We start with the root tour, then we add the affix ist, which means a person who does that thing. And finally, we snap on the affix s to show there's more than one. So you have meaning, then more meaning, and then a piece of grammar, all clicked together to make one word. So, we've seen how to take words apart. Now let's just do a quick check to make sure this whole idea is crystal clear. All right, here's a quick little challenge for you. Based on everything we just went over, how do you break the word talked into its two morphemes? You have the root, talk, plus what's that second piece? And, of course, the answer is ed. It's that little morpheme that provides the grammatical function of past tense. It's pretty simple, right? But once you see it, you really can't unsee it. When it comes right down to it, it's all about this simple, powerful formula. Complex words are built from a core root, which carries the main meaning, plus one or more affixes that change it grammatically or create a new word. So the next time you see a really long word, don't just see a jumble of letters. See the blocks, see the morphemes at work. What other words can you break apart now?